You looking at the top spot, and don't even try, cause it ain't no contest, ho. Gold medals like a mutual home. Thompson. 23 college home slicer. Only stay pocket watching, but I think I win it.
Well, when you're fighting this guy, DC, you know as well as anyone, it makes for a suffocating night at the office. Here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov, putting his status as one of the best fighters on the planet on the line yet again tonight.
He does it every time he steps foot in the octagon. When they say it's suffocating, they talk about the strength of Khabib. Even our teammates say it does not feel like you're going with a lightweight. You feel like you're fighting a light heavyweight. And what do you expect from a guy that spent his childhood wrestling with bears? He is so strong, he's so physical, and the hard work and the intensity of which he trains with only shows when he steps foot in the octagon. One of the most skilled guys the UFC has ever seen. We always talk about the wrestling and the grappling and the sambo, but don't sleep on Khabib Nurmagomedov striking. And
we saw shades of that in the McGregor fight. Javier Mendez says at times he likes to go southpaw in training. He can't hold you down.
He can't hold me down, but it's okay. It's okay. You can't win them all, Khabib.
So Islam Makhachev getting back on the proving ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you gotta think it's gonna take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's gotta be on point, your striking's gotta be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason, and as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight, the great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev. We are set for a main event of the evening. Tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC lightweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khabib, the Eagle, Nurmagomedov. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one. All right, so here we go with Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov. Makhachev told us in our last fighter meeting that they could have charged a pay-per-view price for the sparring sessions between these two, and good on the UFC for getting this fight together.
I mean, you know it was a hard fight to put together because these guys are brothers. But they have skill sets that are so similar that you know this is going to be a chess match at the highest level. Both of these guys are tremendous wrestlers. Both have great cardio.
There, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness. Oh, beautiful level change.
Side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
position. Oh, arm triangle. Arm triangle. Arm triangle.
Oh, looks like that submission's almost locked in.
Starting to get pretty deep here.
All right, working on a submission now.
And they're both fighting now.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow. That is great submission defense. Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. 3 minutes to go. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Protect your face. Hands up.
Khabib's back in full mount. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter.
He's got to start throwing now.
Well, he's got his back now.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ. Yeah.
Nurmagomedov right back to the full mount.
Pop your hips.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov.
Scramble, scramble.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Here's Makhachev getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up. Wow, all things considered, pretty good shot from bottom position. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. Oh, how good is that hook? He lands another one here. He's connected on several in this round. Plenty more where that came from, to be sure.
He passes the half. Oh, that's very deep now. Dar's choke is in tight. He's got to be very patient, though he does not want to rush this if he wants to finish the fight.
Good job by the champ there. Slide back up.
Great job landing from the top position.
These ground strikes are starting to add up. Round two next.
Stop.
All right, there's the horn. How about that round? He got him badly there early on. You thought that maybe that was going to be the beginning of the end. At the very least here, got to think he's going to try to get him out of here in this next round.
J.A., he's on skates. I mean, he was on skates. His ability to withstand that avalanche is commendable, but he has to change something as he approaches the next round.
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
Ready.
Round 2 is underway.
Good punch land.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you like to play Tony Romo. You think
Big double leg. Double change.
oh, good entry there to take the fight to the grappling realm. Now we'll see what he can do from here, champ.
This is exactly where he wants to be. Look for him to try to use ground and pound to open up submission opportunities.
Nurmagomedov ground and pound from half guard. Oh, it's tight. Oh, gives up on the submission now.
Well, he had it tight, John, but then he decided to keep the dominant position by giving it up.
All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the crowd thinks it's funny when this happens, but if you're the bottom fighter, nothing funny about it.
It's not funny. This is not a fun position to be in fighting. You got to try and change it immediately because you are carrying someone's weight, whether it's their bottom half weight or the top half. You are carrying their weight, whether you got their armpit in your face or you got their legs over the top of you. It is not comfortable. So you need to be trying to move, make them make a decision, a determination as to what they're trying to accomplish, and then you try and counter it.
Oh, you can hear the crowd reaction every time he lands another hook. The previous round, it was hooks and bunches, more of the same here.
More of the same, John. You watch a guy who's in a flow, who's in a rhythm, who's in a position where they don't feel like they could ever miss that shot. And that's what we're witnessing tonight. He needs to shove the knees, get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Making all these shots count.
Oh, right into mount. Now he's got good body position, yup. Changing the position.
Oh, great reversal to top position by Makhachev. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
He's having his way with him here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Makhachev. Just over 2 minutes now to go.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Let's work. I'm going to stand this up.
Let's go. I need you to posture.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Makhachev. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas.
Get to your side. Okay, you're in control now. You got the mount. Stay in control. Start looking for your shots.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
Short elbow, short elbow.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Oh, good ground and pound here. Oh, another strike lands from the top. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
All right, take a deep breath. Relax. It's okay. Let's get our elbows a little bit tighter this time. Throw your combinations hard and fast and get those arms.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready to fight? Ready. Go.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, so here we go with our next round. DC, you are known for having one of the higher fight IQs in the game, and I would put him on that list after what we saw in terms of the body work there in the previous round.
He did a fantastic job of mixing up his target, not headhunting.
Oh, hip toss to get him down. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Nurmagomedov's in half guard. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangle.
Khabib's back in half guard. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Makhachev gets up. He is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submission. How good was that judo toss? Well, it's one thing to have length. It's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Islam Makhachev.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked.
And now he's got the back. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Now he's going full mount.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Khabib's got an arm. Looks like he's trying to lock up a Kimura.
This is tight.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. We passed the midpoint here of the fight. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount here.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just got to move. Oh, good defense, yes. That was a slick transition.
Good work from the top here by Nurmagomedov.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him. He's got to be careful here.
Drop those elbows.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Closed guard.
Great defense by this fighter.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Makhachev's back in full guard. Oh, crucifix from the top position, DC. If you're on the bottom, what are you trying to do to get out?
On the bottom, you've got to start bridging. You've got to drive your feet and your heels into the mat. Start bridging and turning side to side, hoping that one of the arms slip through the cracks so that you can try to get back to a position where you can defend yourself.
All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it. Beautiful ground strikes landed. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Makhachev's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time, and I'm not sure there's any end swell in the building that's going to open that eye back up. They might stop this fight. All right, somewhat mercifully, that is the end of the round. The swelling around his eye is out of control. Cut man hustling in quickly, but I think they might stop this fight, DC. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Ready. Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go, fourth round. Oh, huge inside leg kick for him. By breaking the action here, no surprise to see the referee call for the doctor to look at that eye, which is essentially swollen shut at this point.
Yeah, it's swollen shut. I mean, the end swell is not working. Sometimes the swelling is too much, and you have to save the fighter from themselves.
Yeah, and that'll do it. Kind of got to be able to see the opponent if you're going to fight in mixed martial arts, and that eye is essentially closed, so that marks the end of the fight. All right, well, you see the referee wave off the fight, courtesy of those doctor's orders. Let's check out some of the replays that caused the damage, champ.
I mean, great striking by this guy, finding a weakness and then really exposing his opponent's weakness. This damage was so great. The swelling was so great. Once the referee called in the doctor to take a look, he knew what he had to do.
We go to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Well, always